Alright, let's get this show on the road, shall we? I'm a detective working on this case. You were in a cult led by very powerful people. We extracted you out of the cult, and now you're... Hey! Huh? Alright, let's just start from the top. Tell me everything you can remember about your time there. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. We're starting off today right where we ended in the last episode, right in front of the library. And that's because, as promised last episode, I finished bringing some villagers down here and I wanted to show you guys real quick. I added all the villagers on this side. Before we only had the villagers on this side. And I've been trading up with them some. I've got this guy up to journeyman. I've got a couple of them up to expert level, and I'm trying to get them all up to master level. I think that's the top one. I can't remember exactly. And some of these guys have some pretty decent trades. That's a bad example. So yeah, they've got extra books in their trades now that maybe is like a duplicate. So I think I'm gonna have to switch out some of these guys. So that's why I haven't filled in the back of this tunnel here yet. But yeah, I've been trading with these guys. I've been trading a lot of paper, buying up their bookshelves, buying up lanterns. And I realized that these guys are actually a really good source of lanterns because I've got like at least 2 stacks of lanterns now, which is really, really great. And I'm so happy about that because lanterns, in my opinion, are so annoying to craft. And I've got a little bit more work to do to get these guys up to master level. Gotta go get some more trading supplies for them. But I also wanted to show you guys inside. I've started decorating a little bit more, aka putting some signs up for the books. So, like this column here, I got Feather Falling and Depth Strider column. What are they called? Shelves. And then over here we got Looting and Sweeping Edge. Over here we got Mending and Silk Touch. And well, that's as far as I got so far because a lot of these books are not max level yet, so I don't want to put them down until they are. And to get them max level, I'm going to need a bunch of anvils and a bunch of levels. And well, I'm pretty much out of iron. So that's one of the plans for today, is to build an iron farm. But I want to finish decorating the library before we do that. So upstairs here, you can see that it is completely empty still, and we don't even have a ceiling in here yet either. So I definitely want to do something about that first before we move on to our next project. Let's go gather some materials. And while we're gathering up our materials, I'm just going to put this box here, and this is where I secretly go grab my paper. So you remember on the inside here, this is our rocket farm where we just push this little button and get some rockets. I added a little hopper on the back to pinch off some of the paper from the rockets because this thing makes paper super fast. If you remember, we have our farm of sugarcane up here and it just makes paper like nobody's business. So we always have a ton of paper. So it's not a big deal that I just take shulker boxes full of paper all the time. So all I do is I have a little hopper right here and it's full of paper. And I just pop my shulker right there, close it off, and come back later to go pick it up. Get rid of this. So let's go gather up some materials while that's filling up. Now to decorate the library, I think we're going to need a couple stacks of spruce and a couple stacks of dark oak. Maybe a little bit of bamboo as well. And we're also going to need a little bit of polished granite. Let's just grab 2 stacks of that to be safe. We'll need some tuff. Oof, not a lot of tuff here. And we're also going to need some light blue wool, some pink wool, which I don't think I have over here actually yet. And we'll also need some dark blue. We'll grab the pink wool on our way back over. We're also going to need a single black candle, just a little bit of polished Deepslate, and some mangrove planks. Almost forgot, needed a little bit of glass too. Grab some of these. Perfect. We're also gonna need some bookshelves, but we'll get those when we're over there. We can buy those from our librarians. Pick up some pink wool on our way over. All right, let's see how much paper we have right now. Okay, almost a full shoulder. I'll take this back so we can do a little bit of trading. Let's get back over here. All right. We've got our supplies. We're definitely gonna need more tough before we start, actually. Maybe I'll see if I have more tough over in the mines. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do first. But I can leave this orange poker box behind at least. Let's fly on over there and see what we got. Well, I found 2 more stacks of tough over here, so I don't know if that'll be enough, but that's what we're gonna have to make do with for now. Alright, now we have everything that we need, or at least everything we're gonna have, and I think we can get started on decorating up here. Let's start by adding some walls along the edges of the stairs here. That length seems pretty good on both sides, but before I build it up, I want to put the roof in as well. And by roof, I mean ceiling. I know the difference. Looking much better with the roof now. We can start stacking up the rest of these walls. Oh, we had just enough tough, and you know what? I think we have enough to make a little archway. I'll need to make some stairs real quick. And I think if we go like this, and like this, make a little archway. Oh yeah, that looks good. Let's do the same thing on this side. This in like this. Oh, perfect. Now on the end of each wall here, I want to add a little study room. So I'm gonna need a little bit of dark oak wood. And it's not gonna be anything fancy. We're just gonna put a little glass here and a little glass here. We'll put stairs, stair. We'll put a little chair. Oh, I need a slab. We'll put a little chair here and a door right here. And boom, we got ourselves a little tiny study room in here, which I think is really cute. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Put some glass in here, like so. Glass in here. Add a little desk, add a little chair, and put a little door on. Whoops. Put a little door on it. Perfect. And in the back here, I thought it would be kind of cool to have like this little stage back here for like open mic nights. Maybe like some local little fans want to put on a show, or maybe like slam poetry. That seems kind of like a thing that would happen at a library. And of course, every good stage needs a place for an audience, so we'll put some chairs out here for people to watch. And of course, every stage wouldn't be complete without a little microphone and a couple of speakers to amplify the volume. Like this. And like this. Yes, I think that stage looks fantastic. Okay, let's get some other decorations going. I think we'll start with adding a couple of large desks on each end of the floor here, near the study halls on each side. We'll put some chairs down here, put a bench chair here, and one more right here. And we'll copy the same thing over here. And maybe we'll add in a couple single desks on each side of it. We'll put one here. And we'll put one on the other side over here. And we'll mirror it over on the other side once again. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now over here towards the front, I kind of want to add some little like displays cases where like maybe they have like some really valuable books or something like that in these. I don't really know. Just something, a little decoration piece. Might be interesting to look at. Yeah, these look pretty good. Now for this front corner over here, I kind of envision it being like a little kid zone. Like maybe parents can drop their kids off or something for a little while as like a little daycare area. So I think with that in mind, it's gonna be like pink and blue themed. We'll also add in some light blue carpet here. And we'll add in some pink checkerboard. And to decorate it up a little bit, maybe we'll put in like a chest at the back as like kind of like a little toy chest, and we'll put in maybe a couple of bookshelves around. Maybe they hold like children's books or something. I don't know, but I think that looks pretty cute. Of course, we got to put a little gate on the outside to keep the youngins in there. And over on this side, I think we're gonna make it like a little hangout, little lounge area. So maybe we'll go something along these lines with a couch here, and maybe we'll go like one right here or something. Oh, some little armrests on these guys. And I think maybe we'll put like a little kind of coffee table here in the middle, and maybe a little bit of carpet around. Oh, too short, too short. Yeah, that's a nice little hangout area right there. So now I think all we need to do is just fill in a lot of the gaps with bookshelves, because, you know, this is still a library after all, so we're gonna have some more bookshelves. And I think one of the big things that I've learned about bookshelves is that these chiseled bookshelves take so much wood. 6 pieces of wood planks and also 3 wooden slabs. I mean, goodness gracious, it's expensive. I went through a couple stacks of bamboo and I don't even think I have enough yet. Yep, just ran out actually. I'll fill in the holes in just a second, but I just want to get the layout of some of these shelves. And with these last ones placed, we're pretty much done decorating. We'll just have to change out these torches for some lanterns. The lanterns are in, and I think we're pretty much done decorating here. I didn't add any books into these display cases here. I might do that between episodes with some armor stands and stuff, but we got some more important things to move on to now. Because today's episode is actually all about building an iron farm. And we're going to be building that iron farm over where MineCorp lives. Well, I guess they don't really live over here. They just kind of work over here. It's kind of complicated. They're going to have a building in the main town eventually. But for now, their main headquarters are out here in the mining area. Right over here. Now, before we get to today's build, I got to go gather up some Deepslate because, well, I used all the rest of my Deepslate I had on the library roof, so I gotta gather up some more. So I've been gathering some up down here. This is where I go to mine my Deepslate for now because this is actually a flower biome, a flower forest. And so I've been trying to dig this out so that I can make these little versions of these flower farms all across this area. Because the flowers spawn in only certain areas of the flower forest, so, you know, you just gotta find the right chunk for each flower. We just click this real quick. There we go. And it's very loud. But it generates orange flowers here and sometimes red flowers. Turn that off. Oh yeah, it gets real loud real quick. And you know, it was actually perfect timing for me to finish the library because I needed a new pickaxe. Because the one I had silk touch, and that's not good for Deepslate. It only gives you Deepslate, not cobbled Deepslate, and, you know, regular Deepslate, not very good for anything. Just not that pretty of a block. I'd much rather use the cobbled Deepslate, where you can make the polished, you can make the bricks, you can make the tiles, or you could just leave it as cobbled. And it gives you a lot of variety, but the regular Deepslate, for whatever reason, you just can't turn it into any other of the Deepslate blocks. But yeah, that's so. I needed a new pickaxe. And so I'm gonna spend some time down here gathering up a whole bunch of Deepslate, so that way hopefully I don't have to do this again soon. And I'll see you guys afterwards. Alright, I've dug out a good portion of this room now, and let's see our goodies. We've got a whole bunch of cobbled Deepslate now. There's actually some more that I had to put in a different shulker box. But I got all this, plus a little bit of goodies over here, and a couple handfuls of gravel. I think this is plenty for our build today. Definitely gonna need more for future reserves. Still not a ton. I would like to have more, because I plan on building more with Deepslate in the future, but for now, this is gonna be good. And along with all that Deepslate, we've got some of the rest of our supplies that we'll need for our build today, and oh, I just realized I hadn't told you yet what we're gonna be building. We're going to be building a crane. And it's gonna go right over this hole over here. This kind of looks like it goes like down into a mine sort of thing, or maybe like we've been drilling down into the earth in this general area. So I thought this would be a perfect spot to kind of put like a crane that like hangs over this hole and hangs like a little thing down into the hole, like a little hook or something. So as a way to like extract the minerals out of the ground and bring them back up to the surface. So it's going to be like a crane, and on top of the crane will be the iron farm. And I know that sounds a little weird right now, but trust me, it'll make sense in just a second. I think a crane will be the perfect next addition to this area. So without further ado, why don't we get started building it in a time lapse? Let's hit it. Oh yeah, that's a pretty nice looking crane right there. And it's gonna double as our iron farm. Because up here at the top, we're going to have our little iron farm. We're gonna have villagers in each one of these areas. And here, and then a zombie right here in the middle. And this area will be flooding with water going off the edge down into that basin down there. And then there's gonna be water flowing into lava, with some hoppers down there to catch the iron as the iron golems get, well, destroyed by the lava. So yeah, I tried my best to hide the iron farm at the top of the crane, and I think it does a really nice job of that. Here at the top, right above where my head is, I tried to make it look like the crane can kind of like rotate around, like 360 kind of around. And I think I'll add to that lore a little bit by adding like a landing zone for that hook right there. That hook can like hook onto something and bring it from down below in the depths and bring it out, and then it can rotate around and like drop it on the ground somewhere. So yeah, I'm gonna probably add in like a landing zone at some point, but I want to get the villagers and the zombies in first before I do any more detailing, so that way I can start generating some iron while I'm doing the rest of the work around here. And where else are we gonna get villagers other than our villager farm? Right down here. And oh my lord, we have a lot of villagers down here. I don't even know how I'm gonna get some of them in a boat. I don't know if there's enough room down there. Let's see. Maybe if I put the boat up here, and I like drop it down in. I don't know. Let's see. It's on top of their head. You're kidding. Alright, it's really hard to tell, but I do have two in the boat there. Now, to get them out of the hole. Oh boy, it's getting dark too. Gotta make this quick. Let's just see if I can jump them out. Oh, that almost worked. Uh-oh. Don't die on me, buddy. Oh boy. Whoopsies. Scaffolding. Answer's always scaffolding. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can get these guys home. So let's just gently take off here. Yes, gather up a little speed. Oh yeah, first try, let's go. All right, I've blocked off their path so they can't accidentally walk off the edge over here. And I've blocked off the spot where the zombie goes. The question is, will these guys just calmly walk into their little homes here? Let's see. Where are you guys gonna go? Go in there. Go in. Go in. No, so close. You go in here. How about? Aha! Got one. You go in here. Go in. Aha! Okay, a little bit farther fall. Sorry, you took a little damage. Perfect. 2 down, 2 to go. There goes 1, and... Come on. Come on! They both went in the same hole together. That can't be. We're gonna have to fix that. There we go. We got them all in their own little homes now. So last step is get a zombie in this hole. But before we do that, we want to make sure everything is ready to go, because as soon as we bring the zombie in, this thing is going to start making iron golems. So we want to make sure that they can't spawn anywhere that they're not supposed to, and we need to add signs along the edge here, because sometimes the iron golems just like to get stuck kind of in the wall, and then the water doesn't push them. So we need to add signs here to make sure they don't spawn too close to the wall, and they'll get pushed down with the water down into the basin down there. So that part is done. Now let's just check it out. Make sure there's no spawnable areas. Anywhere that would be considered spawnable, I want to put a slab down, so that way... Oh, I see a spot. But yeah, we want to add slabs to anywhere that could be considered spawnable for the golems, so that way they only spawn in the basin up at the top. So I put slabs all along these things. I put slabs down here. They have to be bottom slabs too, so that way they can't spawn on them. And I put slabs all along the edge here. I think everything else looks good. Yeah, okay, so now we have to get a zombie and get it up there, which means we're gonna have to wait till nighttime. Which, lucky for us, isn't gonna be too much longer. Everything. Well, we didn't get that lucky, but we've got tons of zombies to choose from. I just don't want that creeper to come in to ruin my day. Did I get him? Nope. There we go. Alright. Let's get this... Ow! And maybe I should put my armor on. Ooh, there's one with gold armor. Maybe we'll go with that guy instead. Kill this one. Kill this one. Make sure this creeper doesn't get in the way. Nice. Alright. You get in the boat. Get in the boat. No, not you. Ah. Get in the boat. Aha! There we go. Ow. No! He's on the wrong side. Ooh! Barely. He's on the edge. Get in here, guy. Alright. Perfect. Now we'll get him trapped in here. Okay, if I just put a trap door here, and then... let me get my health up. Okay, let's let you out of the boat. Can I get you to just walk on in? Play Ring Around the Rosie here. Ha 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 ha! Perfect! We got him in there. Let's go. Oh, and already there's an iron golem, so that's what I'm talking about. We gotta make sure this thing is ready to go before we bring the zombie in. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like that, so that way I know in case the zombie dies or despawns, but he shouldn't because he's holding... Pretty sure he's holding some rotten flesh. Yeah, so he shouldn't despawn. I don't need to name tag him or anything. So I could just put water here. Let me take care of the basin first. And I need to sleep because there's too many mobs around here. Gotta light this area up. Alright, now that all those people are taken care of, we need to get some water. Oh my god, there's one more. Spawn camping the water. There we go. And we need to make sure the basin is good to go before we do the upper parts. So I can take these back now that I'm done with this. Okay, so in here, the goal is to get the water to go down this way where it meets up with some lava. So maybe I need to do the lava first, actually. All right, first things first, I need to put in the chest that's gonna go over here, and I need to put in the hoppers down at the bottom to catch all the iron. So let's do that. Put hoppers in like this, and we'll just connect them all up. Now I need to get like stairs or something to go over this. Perfect. Now I can access the chest still, and all the hoppers are pointing into that chest. Okay, step 1 is done. Now step 2, we need to make a platform for the lava to sit on. So this can go away. And these will sit on top of the hoppers. So like this. And they all need to be open. That way the iron golems can go through them. So when the iron golems die, their loot will spawn at their feet, which will get picked up by the hoppers, and they won't get burned up by the lava. Getting to be nighttime. Now I need a little bit of lava, so I'm gonna go over to my smelter and just grab a couple buckets of lava from there, because I don't really know where else I can get lava right now. And 2 buckets of lava. Let's go back. Alright, 2 buckets of lava. Let's just put one here. And we'll put one right here. That'll make sure we get everywhere. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And if I did my math right, the water should just go up right to the edge, but not go over. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, so I just need to fill this whole line with water. That way all these go straight into the lava, and then this thing's ready. Perfect. And now the last step, we just need to put water up there, so that guy will fall down here. It's perfect. There he is in the lava down there. This water goes right up to the edge, so... Oh, I'm so good at counting. Oh no! Let's watch it in action. Well, would you believe it? The zombie despawned. I thought if they were holding something, they wouldn't despawn. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to get another zombie now. This time, I think I'll use the item that I brought for this specific purpose. I just gotta go find an anvil and name it. I'll name you... Jimothy. Alright, zombie hunting part 2. Alright, Jimothy is in. And... Can't quite reach him. Timothy is name tagged. There we go. Oh, got our iron golem. Alright, now I just have to put the water back in, and then we're good to go. But, nighttime. I need to sleep. Oh my. What happened over here while I was asleep down there? Alright, let's watch it in action. Boom. Perfect. Every time they fall into the basin, then they get burnt up by the lava. Then, we get their iron down here. Which... Got a couple iron golems coming down. Let's see. 13, so about 5 iron, 4 to 5 iron, I'd say, per iron golem, which is pretty good, not bad. So we just have to kind of do some work around here for a little while and let my iron supply build back up, and then we'll be in good shape. Well, another build down, and I think that's all we're gonna have time to do today, because this video is getting a little bit long already. So, we'll save the decorating and the more lore building for another episode. And I'm really happy that we were finally able to get this one done, because my iron reserves were getting so low. And I've been putting off making an iron farm for so long. And I was scraping the bottom of the barrel. I mean, my reserves for iron, not looking too good. I got maybe a couple iron blocks left. It's not that good. I got a stack of iron ingots here too. So... I had to use a lot of it to make those hoppers and stuff in this episode. But that's going to do it for this episode. In the next episode, we'll continue building out this area and building on the lore of MineCorp as an entity, as a business, as a unit of people. They control more than you think. They're not just some humble mining company after all. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you very much. If you would leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, I'd be greatly appreciative. And subscribe if you want to see some more content like this. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.